Just when you thought the Eagles were done making moves for the day, we're on for another show because they just re-signed James Bradberry. They also bring back Boston Scott, and the Cowboys go for Stephon Gilmore? Crazy day. I'm Thomas Mott. This is the Thomas Mott Show. What's up, guys? Thomas Mott here. Welcome to another Thomas Mott Show on a Tuesday. I'm burning out the video camera today, but there's a lot of stuff happening. Let's jump into James Bradberry coming back to Philadelphia. Why were you doubting Howie Roseman? I know you were. You were doubting Howie Roseman, and then boom, Adam Schefter drops this bomb on your Twitter timeline. Quote, All-Pro cornerback James Bradberry is returning to the Eagles on a 3-year deal worth $38 million, including $20 million fully guaranteed. Another $6 million incentives per sources. Total package is $44 million. You're saying, Thomas, you said the Eagles only have $6.5 million in free cap space. Well, they did. Somehow they were able to go ahead and make this work. I do not know the structure of the deal. Most people don't. This thing just came out. My guess is it's probably backloaded. It's back heavy. That way the first year is a lot lower, maybe higher in bonuses or whatever it is, versus actually being a big-time cap hit. Now, they also could have a deal done with Jalen Hurts. They could have restructured Lane Johnson. Who knows? I'm sure we're going to get more of that news as the hours continue to progress, but we're jumping on here seconds after the deal went down to show you that Philadelphia has locked up one of their cornerbacks. Now, here's the question. What do you do with Darius Slay? And maybe by the time you're watching this show, they've done something with Darius Slay, but you got to do something with Slay, whether that is restructure his contract, trade him, or keep both. I don't know. I think what I would bet, if I was guessing here, is that Philadelphia will end up trading Darius Slay, and they'll draft a cornerback in the first round of the 2023 NFL Draft. That's just my guess. That to me would make the most sense. Now, I would like to keep Slay. Slay and Bradberry combined for one of the best cornerback tandems in the entire National Football League, despite what the comment section will say about how, oh, well, you know, there's this whole idea that they got torched by Juju Smith-Schuster in the Super Bowl. It was more Kelsey than it was the receivers. But still, Philadelphia, throughout the entire course of the season, had two really good cornerbacks. One was a Pro Bowler. One is a former All-Pro and should have been Pro Bowler in James Bradberry. I'm very happy that he is back. I think he is 100% a very, very good player and shows you the defense is not getting that much worse. Like, sure, they lost Javon Hargrave. We knew that. You have Jordan Davis. They lost T.J. Edwards and Kazir White. We expected that. They have Kobe Dean and maybe another young linebacker, Sean Bradley, Davion Taylor. We'll see about CJ Gardner-Johnson. Who knows what that does in terms of the impact of the James Bradberry signing, but right now they do lock up one of their big-name internal free agents. A lot of people thought it was not going to happen. I thought he was going to be a Cardinal, and yet here we are, James Bradberry coming back to Philadelphia. Thumbs up, Howie, baby! Why are you doubting Howie Roseman? Thumbs up for Howie Roseman. Show him some love. That is a big-time move. Not to be outdone. We did predict this one. I've been wrong on a couple of these. We did predict they'd re-sign Boston Scott, and sure enough, they have. Here's your Philly Nation tweet. Quote, the Eagles have re-signed Boston Scott to a 1-year, $2 million deal in an effort to make sure they kill the Giants at least twice a year for the remainder of 2023. It's a joke, but still, they will be beating the Giants because we have the Giant Killer back, and Boston Scott returns on a super cheap $2 million deal. This is, one of the great Eagle running backs of the past couple of years that no one ever considers to be a great Eagles running back because he doesn't do much, but when he does contribute, whether he fills in for an injured Miles Sanders or he dominates the Giants, he is just everything you want in an undrafted free agent running back out of Philadelphia, and further exemplifies my previous show about 30 minutes ago, which you should go ahead and watch on what happened earlier today for the Philadelphia Eagles. They are 100% going to roll with Rashad Penny, Boston Scott, and Kenny Gainwell. Those are your three running backs. Would they take another rookie? I doubt it. I bet they get some undrafted guy out of a college we'll all recognize after the draft, but that's your running back group. Bijan Robinson is not going to be an Eagle. Jahmyr Gibbs is not going to be an Eagle. Austin Eckler is not going to be an Eagle, despite my show, 5 hours ago, whatever it was, early this morning. This is going to be your running back depth chart, and honestly, I think it's going to be just fine. I think it's going to be pretty good if I was going to be a betting man. So thumbs up, the Giant Killer is back, meaning Philadelphia is going to be winning a lot of Giant games, which they need to because Darren Waller is a Giant, and that is going to be very, very interesting. Are you surprised by either of these moves? I'm surprised by James Bradberry. I thought CJ Gardner-Johnson would go first. If Howie's able to get CJ Gardner-Johnson and James Bradberry while also getting Rashad Penny and Boston Scott, it's pretty much a perfect offseason based on what they had, right? And that's not even counting 2 first-round draft picks. Everyone commenting the Eagles are going to be trashed this year because they're losing everybody doesn't watch football. I don't understand why that's even a thing. Okay, final story. We'll go ahead and wrap up with this in case there's more happening. How about this? The Colts are sending 5-time Pro Bowl cornerback Stephon Gilmore to the Cowboys. Ugh, talk about Darren Waller going to the Giants, hating that one. You don't like this one either. For a 2023 5th-round compensatory pick. Sources tell me in Rap Sheet from Tom Pelissero. Wow. hey, you got to stop A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith somehow. This is very clearly the Cowboys going. We like Diggs on one side. We didn't like the other cornerback on the opposite side. We got shredded by pick your poison. There have been some good receivers, obviously, at the Washington Commanders. Philadelphia is stacked. They got to get some help. And Gilmore is old, yes, and expensive, sure, but he was the 4th highest rated cornerback in 2022, according to Pro Football Focus. So, you know, he is good. And again, we give credit where credit is due. This is a solid signing here by the Dallas Cowboys, and honestly, it's a move that they really needed to go ahead and make. I think it's 100% fascinating right now what's happening in the National Football League, especially in the NFC East. Teams are really trying to go ahead and, I would say, beat Philadelphia. These are trying to pro-Philadelphia moves, or trying to go ahead and beat Philadelphia, and I think that overall, this is a very good day for the Eagles, the fact they were going to go ahead and keep one of their star secondary pieces. Now, I expect CJ Gardner-Johnson to be re-signed. I'm hoping it's not tonight. Now, let me be clear. I have some stuff going on later tonight. I got Bible study tonight, and so I'm not going to be in front of my computer for about a 2-hour span. And so the hope is he doesn't get signed while I'm away from my desk. But if he does, as soon as I come back, I'll have a show for you. So you should always subscribe, always hit the notification bell, because it's going to be a very wild ride, and they probably might not even be done. I mean, there's still moves to go ahead and be made, and so the hope is that they get the CJ Gardner-Johnson one done, and if they do, if they are able to, it's going to be an absolutely crazy, crazy day on Twitter. Here's Josina Anderson with the James Bradberry response officially coming back to Philadelphia. This just came out, quote, I went back because of the familiarity with the coaching staff, because I love the city and playing for the Eagles. They also gave me a deal around what I was looking for. Yes, there were other teams that offered me more, but I feel like Philly fit me the best, end quote. That right there, literally, that tweet right there is what I've been trying to tell you guys for weeks, is that Philadelphia would be a destination, that there would be people out there who would take discounts because they believe in Jalen Hurts and the entire Eagles system. And here's another one. Brandon Graham was already one. Boom, you went ahead and got James Bradberry, who could have gotten more money elsewhere to go ahead and come back. That's 2 key defensive players. The question is who is next, and I think everybody should comment CJ Gardner-Johnson down below, because I'm sure CJ Gardner-Johnson watches my show, and if he sees that you guys are going to go ahead and comment about it, then he probably will resign. I can't, quote that. I can't guarantee that, but wink, wink. It'd be nice if you went ahead and did that. So, okay, plenty more stuff happening. I'm telling you, I keep saying this like every single show at the very end. Plenty more things happening in the next couple of hours, minutes, I don't know, days, weeks, whatever it is. We'll cover it here on the Thomas Mott Show, whether it's the Eagles or the National Football League. We do it all, so make sure you guys subscribe. And if you hit the notification bell, when we drop new shows, the notification bell will tell you, because sometimes your phone won't actually tell you that we dropped a new show, and it's like, oh, wow, I didn't know that Thomas had a new show, and it was 5 hours ago. So if you hit the notification bell, trust me, you will not be disappointed. Thumbs up for Howie. Let's just, moment of silence for all the Howie haters out there who were 100% wrong. It happens every year, and I've done it in the past, but not anymore. I trust Howie Roseman. I think he did a great job. You guys should too. I'm Thomas Mott. Very excited to have James Bradberry back. This has been the Thomas Mott Show.